Mike's frozen. Hello.
Is he frozen?
What's up? We're live. Am I the only one here? What's going on, everybody?
Oh, we are. Oh, okay, I thought we were still waiting on Mike.
His screen is frozen, but we'll wait for him to unfreeze.
Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah. Hi, Sailor. I was supposed to come on and be ready
Ted.
like this.
Yeah.
What's up, baby? How you? Yeah.
Killing me. Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome.
Just arrived. Yes, just arrived. And we take that off. And we got the good old Uncle Nearest on. Yeah. Keeping it real. That's
Love
right.
it. Double mask. Look at you.
Gotta stay protected out here in these streets, Sailor.
You're like Julia Roberts in what's that movie called when she's a hooker? Pretty Woman. When she says, "I'm
now
a
this
girl."
This is how you start the show.
Girl.
What's the hooker's name? Welcome to Uncle Nearest, y'all. Must see Whiskey TV.
It was just a movie. It was just a movie. It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. It's not real.
Shoot. Took that lady to a whole other freaking level.
It's Thursday.
Good,
Must see Whiskey
Thursday.
TV night.
You ain't lying. It's we've been looking forward to this one. I've been running around all day. Was out just a little bit checking out some accounts, so was in the streets for a second, but raced home and was definitely looking forward to this. It's like I feel like I've just seen Cigar Mike, like literally like a little while ago. So
I know, isn't that crazy? Not like a month ago. It's like minutes ago.
Boy.
So we have
for me, it may have been 2 hours.
Show. We have a big show tonight, right? Big show.
We have what's the name? Ed Sullivan? Ed Sullivan. We have a really big show. We have a really big show. I mean, when you're thinking about cigars, of course, the first thing that always gets the most notoriety are Cuban cigars, or at least back in my day, being a novice, everyone was always talking about Cuban cigars, and we got my man Sean Williams coming on with Cohiba, so that's pretty darn cool. I was excited when I heard. I was like, hot dog, it's about to go down. Yeah,
so we're gonna Sean's gonna join us in a little bit to talk about the Cohiba Royale, which is our cigar of the night, which is his cigar.
There you
and
go.
We are going to pair that with our 1856, and I've made a special cocktail as well. And we have a bunch of watch parties tonight. I am sitting in the humidor, you can see behind me, of the Legends of Fire Lounge at Northern Quest Casino in Spokane, Washington. Yes. And we've got our brothers Richie and Drew are in Indianapolis, Indiana, right?
They're in Indiana. Yes, because they went right across the river.
Indiana. Sure, yeah. And so they're going to be popping in to join us also. And,
they're at Matches. That's the name of the spot you said, right?
Match. I think it's Match.
Match. Singular, not plural. Yes. My fault.
Yes, I think so.
Got
and we are going to be joined by Cigar Mike. He's just having some technical difficulties that he's working on right now.
He'll be right here really soon, folks. I know you all are waiting with bated breath. Yeah, it was hilarious. Like we literally, this is like the earliest I've ever been on, you all. Like I was early, I was on, set up and all this stuff, and like last 4 minutes, I was like, whoa, let me go grab this thing real fast, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, heck broke loose. So it always works out one way or another.
Back finally, hey.
Hey, Mike, what's that in your hand?
I was lost in the abyss. This is
lost in the abyss.
My mic.
Hey, Mike, I freaking love you, man.
I was lost in the abyss.
No doubt.
What's up, Jay?
Doing good,
What's
brother.
up, Sailor?
Doing good. Hey, do me a favor. Turn to the side so we can see that fresh fade, man. You always get that fresh Thursday fade once a month.
Oh yeah, man. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta hold on. Let me get the headphones out of the way so y'all can go ahead and check this fade out. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. Let's check this out.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Wow, that'll cut you right there, boy. That'll cut you.
I think the kids
my barber
say
said over at Leslie's barbershop.
That's right.
Yeah. No, my barber, he expects me like I'm the last person on the first Thursday of the month. That's just how we do it.
That's it. Shut it down after you.
I'm gonna look nice for the audience. I look like, well, any other time, if you catch me like yesterday, I look like Michael Evans from Good Times, but today I got a first time.
Not Good Times. Mm-hmm.
Mike, are you in a call center? I keep hearing all these
Little
telephones
Michael.
ringing. Are you selling timeshares?
What's it about? I'm feeling way.
This is gonna be a really good
I'm
show.
feeling way more
I'm just
important
saying.
than I actually am.
I can just hear everything blowing up over there.
Jay doesn't say
Calling
that a great
Cigar.
smile.
Yeah, she does. So cheesy. I like
say
it.
stupid stuff.
Cheesy.
What?
Are you trying to butter me up for something? Oh no.
I'm gonna call.
Yeah. We'll have a question to ask you after the broadcast is over.
Oh
I'm
crap.
gonna call. What happened? I'm gonna call Hall and Oates and have them.
Sarah, smile.
Stop
Is that what
it.
you're saying? Yeah. No. Thank you. All right.
No,
I'm reaching. It's all good.
I'm lost. I don't know what you guys are talking
No, I was
about.
saying I'm gonna call Hall and Oates and have them remake the song on the Sailor Smile.
Are you still there? Yeah.
I like it. Sailor smile instead of Sarah's smile. Do it. Are you listening,
Do
Hall
it.
and Oates? I'm sure they're watching the show, along with
They're
millions
both-
of other people.
Both of them are still alive, right? I know which ones.
Of course
I
they
can't
are.
remember which one's who's who. Hall is the tall one
Daryl.
with the blonde hair.
Daryl Hall, yep.
That's Daryl Hall. That's the
John
blonde one.
and John Oates
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
is the other guy, the mustache
All right.
man.
Heard
Yes.
mustache. Right on. Goals. Hashtag goals for a mustache like that. The other thing, I know we're gonna have a wild show, like we said, but definitely we have a boatload. We already started with a few, but we have a boatload of shout outs tonight. So we're gonna start plugging some people in here. I guess one quick one I gotta say is a big shout out to this week spots in ATL. My man J&J, my man Scott, all the way down there in Stockbridge at J&J. Yo, help me put up together a huge freaking display. So if y'all looking for and you can't find nothing around the city, you might just have to ride down the road to Stockbridge to J&J Beer, Wine, and Liquor. They got Uncle Nearest like 75 cases worth, so it's crazy. And then a big shout out to my friend's bottle shop that's right there on Memorial. Me and Mike were over there today, and they got a great, cool display for us, and they're going all in with Uncle Nearest too. So shout out to those two because those are two spots that I met and talked to this week. And as always, always mad love to my man Anwar over there at Camp Creek World of Beverages in Yolanda. So I got to put them out there. So like I said, we're gonna have a gang of shout outs. Then we got some cigar spots and lounges and all that to give a shout out to during the day too. So we have a wonderful show. As always, I'm Jay Madison coming to you straight out the A, representing Georgia Market Manager, and glad to be here on another Thursday night in the backyard. Sailor's in a freaking casino.
Straight out the AJ.
Right. Mike is in a daggone, sexy luxury bus, and I'm in my backyard. So it works.
Big Bertha.
But it's kind of cool.
I'm on Big Bertha.
Cool. You see my board, Sailor?
I see your board. It's beautiful. If you
we
don't know who the rest of us are, if it's your first time tuning in, so I am Sailor, and I used to take care of the entire PNW, but we have new team members. And so now I am in charge of just Washington State. It's a beautiful thing. So just Washington, that small, tiny little state.
Yeah, still big as hell.
If you want to find out where Uncle Nearest is in Washington, just hit me up, send me a DM, ask in the comments. Also, before, I'm going to do this for the first time on one of our broadcasts. Before anybody asks about the 1820, I'm just going to get that out of the way right now. It's the number one question that we get asked. Our 1820 is our single barrel. It is, everybody's like, where can I find it? Where can I find it? Well, it's only 1% of our barrels. So, and obviously, COVID interrupted things, so it's a little bit less right now. We get them out when we can, when we're able to. So you will always know when a barrel is coming out in your area, but it's just never guaranteed right now. They're very elusive because they are world class, literally. World class. So where I'm sitting tonight is actually one of the few places in the entire PNW that has a few bottles of 1820 left on the shelf here at the casino. So you have to come here to get it, I guess.
Yeah. Depending on where you are, it's not too far of a drive, right?
And then we have Cigar Mike with us, who's literally the cigar ambassador of everything and an expert and an overall cool dude.
Overall, very cool.
I smoke a lot. I smoke a lot, is what they're saying.
Okay, I drink a lot.
Drinking, smoking. Having a
I
good
do
time.
that too.
Enjoying life. Yeah.
I do it.
Oh, yeah.
I do them both successfully. So.
You gotta do something.
Very
man,
good
though.
at 'em.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, I see Brandy's on here coming out of Chicago. Is that right?
Oh, that's her cigar closet. What's up? Brandy's one of my brand ambassadors for the Atlanta Cigar Experience. Hey, Brandy. What up?
Man, yeah, there we go.
Got a lot of people on here saying hello.
People hopping on.
In addition to all the people calling in our toll-free hotline to ask us questions.
Yes.
Answering those calls.
Right. I'll be taking I'm taking the hotline calls. I'm sitting over here with Don from Cigar Porn, and yeah, Jay, you met Don.
Yeah.
From
He got a
Cigar
T-shirt. Tell him to show his T-shirt, man. Freaking hilarious.
Yeah, he got. I don't want to do all that. I don't really like the guy. I said he's here.
Okay, my bad. Tell him I said what up, though.
Come here, Don. Come here. He's. I really don't like him now because this is a shirt that I can't and don't have. It's the blackout version, and that's enough. Thank you. It's been wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, bro?
Take a gift at the door.
Oh my god.
Now he's gonna take the liquor. See that's what.
Oh, cool. Right.
That's what I mean. He's gonna take the liquor. He'll take the liquor. No, that's
So,
that's my boy, man. That's my riding partner.
That's right.
You guys, we have a special cocktail tonight.
Yes.
Would you like to hear about the special cocktail?
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post a link to it so that if you would like to make it at home, you can. Mm-hmm. It's quite easy to make. Let's see if I can.
I like the name too, by the way. That's pretty darn
thank you.
Creative. Yeah.
So it's called
the
Tennessee Royale. Right here, that's what it looks like. And my friends who are sitting in the lounge in front of me are sipping on it. I think if you guys watch our broadcast, you know that I don't really do spicy foods. And I made this drink really spicy because I wanted to match the flavor profile of the Cohiba Royale.
That's right.
So when I started collecting reviews and reading all of the notes and just trying to figure out the flavor profile. Are we calling somebody, Mike? Who are we calling?
What is it coming through? It's like coming through every speaker and orifice in this is the loudest. I thought there was an alarm going on.
Mike, I think we got too much high quality equipment because it's picking up everything in the freaking room. That mic is just off the chain.
Oh my gosh!
No, this is a great mic. They didn't.
That's a great microphone right there.
So this is great.
Jeez, it's picking up.
But
stuff
I don't know. I think that might have came from outside. I'm like, this is the loudest.
It's the NSA.
That was my buddy. That's Ron Ford from the Bay Cigar Network. They're checking us out.
That's right.
Ron hit the wrong button. Yeah, Ron's out of San Fran. So Ron, you guys need to make Sailor's cocktail.
So
Royale.
So, back to the Tennessee Royale with double cheese.
Tennessee Royale.
So I took the 1856 and we did a little bit of cherry hearing, which is one of my favorite cherry liqueurs. One of the notes in the cigar, the earthiness and a little bit of toasty brown sugars in the whiskey. And then I did a cayenne and black pepper syrup. Yes. And then I did some chocolate bitters. And so we stirred it up with some ice and then we did cedar smoke. So we smoked it with cedar smoke because that was one of the notes as well in the cigar was cedar. So, and then served it over a nice king cube and we added a beautiful cherry to it and boom, that's your Tennessee Royale.
Oh, crap. I was going to make it with you. Or you like my version of it. So as you guys are talking, just enjoy yourselves. I'm going to go ahead and hook it up and talk stuff while we're going. Yeah.
So thanks, guys. So thank you, Brian. I appreciate that so much. The cocktail's really easy to make. And like I said, I posted a link. Just look through the comments and you can see the cocktail card. And just a note on the pepper and cayenne syrup. All you have to do is take a half a cup of sugar and a teaspoon of black pepper and cayenne, and you just put it with a half a cup of water and just let all the sugar dissolve, and boom, there's your syrup. That's all you need. Just keep it in a glass jar in the fridge and you're good to go.
I made some up. You know what I'm saying? I made some up.
Good
Sale,
job,
I'm trying to catch up to you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Such a high bar. Such a high bar.
So Carol is with us tonight, and she said as soon as she found out about Uncle Near, she started buying it. Her favorite is the small batch. She's been a Jack Black drinker for many years, and the small batch has replaced it. The only complaint is that it's only one size, and that we're still a new brand, and it takes a lot of time to be able to produce in different sizes because it's very, very expensive. But we'll definitely get there, Carol. Don't worry.
Yes.
We're glad
Carol. We're going for. We had to get the big gallon. We need the gallon.
So Victoria is saying that she's really proud of you, Jay, because you actually made the syrup. Fire!
Thanks, Victoria. I appreciate you, Dawn. Always love. Yeah, y'all lit me up that time.
Hey, Sailor J.
Yes, we did.
One time, I got to give a shout out to my buddy Jonathan Drew. He's on here.
What's up, Jonathan?
States.
Boy, your internet is just crappable tonight, Mike. What the heck?
You know what's so hilarious? I should take y'all inside. I brought everything out here, and of course, my bottle of 1856 is still in my bag. So we're gonna make that expeditiously. Let's figure out. I'm so you guys are on mute and ask to have one of my beautiful, lovely either children or my lovely wife grab me a bottle, and then I'll
let's have the kids grab the bottle. That's perfect.
Off camera. It'll be off camera. You know
Sure,
what I'm saying?
okay.
They gotta do something. Pay to rent around this place. Good Lord. Freeloaders.
So Jay, I think while you're grabbing your bottle, I think Richie and Drew are gonna pop in with us. So
good idea.
Yeah, so we'll have them pop in with us.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Hold on, give me 20 seconds.
You got it. All right. So Mike, I'm super excited about this cigar. Everything that I read about it is that it's a bold cigar, right? So you would say like it's a bigger flavor cigar, correct? Do you agree?
Yes, the Royale. Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why I made the cocktail spicy. So, but it smells absolutely amazing. I really love the smell of it.
Okay, so do this. Take the foot of the cigar.
Okay.
Right here.
One nostril.
Put it right there.
Okay.
One nostril.
Okay.
And just breathe in.
Whoa. So I get a lot of cocoa.
Some of the notes that you're looking for.
Like dry cocoa and lots of cherry. I definitely get lots of dark cherry.
Oop, I need my mic back on.
And the cedar. I'm getting the cedar.
When you do that to the wrapper, when you do it on the wrapper, you're only going to get the wrapper.
Gotcha. It smells lovely though, but I see exactly what you mean.
No.
Mike, that's a new bit of information. I don't think we've done that before.
Yeah, thanks for showing. That's a new one.
On the cigar.
What's up, Smoke World Podcast? Thanks for joining us.
Oh,
we have it.
Well, that smells amazing. I like that now. That's
awesome. Darling, if you're watching, I forgot my cigar cutter. Darling, if you're watching, I forgot my cigar cutter.
You need to give Solana a raise.
Yes,
really good.
Absolutely. It's coming. It's definitely coming for sure. It should be somewhere in the bar.
Boom!
Hey, she's gonna bash him over the head.
Let me get my book down for a second there.
Hey,
Richie, all I see is a big hat and stuff on your face. What's on your face? Oh, I thought that was your beard. I was about to say, Richie, are you serious? Oh, good gracious, your man. What's up, bro? Hell?
Dangerous guy.
All right, so I've been in the market for a timeshare recently. I heard that Mike is the one to talk to about this. Am I right?
All right. Yes. Hold on.
I've been looking for a nice little vacation spot. So
Call me right now.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Now we're good.
And he'll answer it right now, and we'll hear
Hallelujah.
the phone ringing. So
that was me. I was trying to call the timeshare hotline a minute ago. I couldn't get through.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna
That's
reverse the. I'll reverse the
hilarious.
charges though. I'm gonna reverse the charges.
Reverse the charges.
I'm not paying for that until the deal closes. I'm not.
Oh my God,
Mike,
we're aging ourselves.
Richard, you think I should trust you because you have an accent? I know.
Touche, sir.
It's not how it works.
Touche.
You guys, you're killing me.
I need earnest money.
So,
What's up,
Richie, where are you guys tonight?
I got to give you a quick tour. So we're at Match Cigar Bar in Southern Indiana, and I'm here with my good buddy Drew. There he is.
What's up, Drew? Hey.
Drew Monster, my man.
This is probably the one of the best cigar bars in this like tri-state area. It's really quite well known, and it's always popular. It's always busy, and there's always a lot of Uncle Nearest here too, which is great. And what was awesome about today is this was completely unplanned. We walked into the bar, and we found a really entertaining group of folks over here, and one of them, just by coincidence, was wearing an Uncle Nearest t-shirt. So,
that's amazing.
So I just want to show y'all real quick.
Perfect.
In the background behind me here.
I see it.
We got a good shot of this Uncle Nearest t-shirt right here. We got to get everybody.
Wow.
We got to get everybody. Right.
In Indiana. I love it.
That's good. It's going down.
Yes, everyone put
Richie,
masks on.
it's working, baby.
As well, so.
It's working. We're slowly but surely taking over the world, bro.
So it's quite 1820. Oh yeah, and say I hate to do this to you, but these guys at Match, they're a really, really amazing customer of ours. So we like to do whatever we can to take care of them. And so we managed to scoop them some bottles of 1820, and these folks within seconds snapped them up. So they're all gone.
You gotta be kidding me.
Like,
what?
And they go.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, you guys.
So
You're
kind
gonna
of
make
having a
people
party over
cry.
here. A little bit.
You're gonna make people cry.
18.
Yo, Richie, that's how you do it. Get on the podcast. That's how you roll, bro. That's a great intro. Boom! I love it.
Yeah. So we got a great crowd of folks here. Me and Drew are smoking one of these beautiful Cohiba Red Dots, which it's. I'm not a cigar expert, but this is quite a strong cigar. So, Cigar Mike, I don't know if you can tell us a little bit more about this Red Dot that we're smoking. It's a little stronger than I'm used to.
The Red Dot, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's Dominican Puro. I could be a little wrong. It's been a long time since I smoked one. But that is, for most of us avid cigar smokers, that'd be right at about a medium. You should be getting a tremendous amount of flavor from it. And it looks like it's been around for a while, too. So that looks like an older one that you're smoking.
It's quite intense. It's definitely more than I'm used to. That's for sure.
That's
but
okay.
I'm having a great time.
Take a sip of the small batch with each puff.
Ooh.
Yeah, well,
I hope you're getting an Uber home.
Yeah,
that's right.
Thank goodness I live quite close. So
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm crashing with Richie. So.
Perfect. Yes.
She was like, I'm not making that drive.
Yeah.
You can do
You
an
guys
Uber
can walk
pool.
each other home. You can walk each other home. Perfect.
Right. Schlemiel, Schlemazel. That'll be perfect.
Concept Incorporated or whatever they said. I don't know. Once again, we're aging ourselves.
That went way too smooth. That was too smooth.
We're pumping off.
What's up, Soul Brothers Cigar Crew? Thanks for joining us tonight.
That's
I'm almost
See,
there.
Anissa Harris Franklin. There you go.
Oh, really? All right.
Yes.
You got
So-
a whole lot of people.
I have a question, you guys. Can we, Richie, just unmute yourself if you want to say something. I'm just going to mute you because of the background noise. Can we light this cigar? Do you think it's okay timing since Sean will be joining us in about 20 minutes or half an hour?
I think that you snooze, you lose. I'm gonna light my cigar. I don't know what y'all.
Okay, I want to do the same.
Somebody cut mine. I didn't cut it. Again, I guess you can't. Hold on, y'all.
All right.
Let me bring it down a little bit.
Just like
see?
Mike showed us.
It's been 5 months. We're gonna.
No. I thought about something. There's probably some people who've gotten on here who haven't seen us before. So I want to try and do something for those people that are like myself, slight novices, to let them know. So you put the butt on the table, the cutter right there, put it right in the middle, and then chop it. Boom. And that should be a nice cool cut right there. That's better.
Perfect.
Yes.
Hey gang, I'm a very beginner cigar smoker.
Yes.
And so I just got introduced to a different type of cut that's like almost a V cut.
V cut. It's a V cut.
So what's the difference between cutting those different ways?
Okay, so there are a few different type of cuts that you can use. So what Jay just did is a straight cut, and then there's a what's called a punch, and you can take the punch and it punches through the wrapper, punches a little circle that you can smoke through. The V cut is kind of like the best of both worlds. So you're not cutting the entire back off the wrapper, so you still get a good bit of the wrapper taste in your mouth, and you're still getting a deep cut into the cigar and a good amount of smoke. So the V cut is, for a lot of people, that is the perfect cut for them. And it can be used on multiple cigars. A lot of people say, oh, you can't use that on a torpedo. You absolutely can, and it's wonderful.
Right on. Thanks for that, Mike. See, you're in the same game as me, Richie. It's all good, bro.
I love learning. It's awesome.
No worries.
I love it. Yeah. Hey, you guys, I want to give a quick shout out as well, and I'm not kidding when I'm going to tell you who I'm shouting out to. So I want to shout out to our new friend, LeVar Burton. Yes, that LeVar Burton.
Really?
Reading Rainbow and Star Trek. Yes.
And hell, and Roots. That's where it started all, baby.
He helped me through the second grade.
Oh my God! I told him he literally saved my childhood. But him and I became friends on Twitter the other day. We were posting about Uncle Nearest. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. And they're bringing me water. And he knew who Uncle Nearest was, and I asked him if he had ever tasted it. So we're sending him a beautiful package, of course. So shout out to Mr. LeVar. Thank you for everything that you've given all of us. And I'm so excited for him to join our whiskey family. So
right on time. Cheers to you, brother.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family. Drink honorably. Cheers, everybody.
Yes. Cheers, everybody. So Thomas said he's about to make his uncle. He's going to, oh my goodness. Thomas is going to make an Uncle Nearest old fashioned with his 1820 rosemary, sage, simple syrup, and bitters with a slight hint of an apple cardamom shrub. Excuse me,
Hold on, where is he from? With the rosemary sage syrup, is he using that? 1821 has a great rosemary sage syrup, which is off the freaking chain.
Yeah, 1821 rosemary sage. Yes, sorry, that's what he said.
Oh, there's Tammy. Hey, Tammy, how you doing, Tammy? Representing North Carolina and South Kakalaki. What's happening, Tammy? Boom.
So you didn't say we could light our cigars, but I'm going to do it anyway.
And then I'm going to tell y'all what I did, because I kind of tweaked out the cocktail, because, of course, I didn't. I wanted to play with it just a little bit. But what do we call this, Mike, with the foot? We're doing what now?
You're toasting the foot right there.
Toasting
just
the
foot. Pull
foot.
back just a little bit, Jay.
A little bit, right there?
A little bit. Try not to let it touch the flame.
Oh, skills there.
There you go.
Is that it? Okay.
Yep. You see, it's still toasting, but you don't have to have it directly on the flame. You don't want to scorch the tobacco.
Understood. So that's why you're going around the edge of it.
Exactly. Cigars burn inward, so you want to get a good light around the wrapper. And so when you're pulling, it does like this toward the center.
Wait a minute, Mike. You just said some stuff right there. I don't think you said that before either.
Say that again.
Yes, please.
Well, cigars are going to burn. Cigars are going to burn inward. So if you get the middle lit, that's all that's going to light, and it's going to burn like a tunnel in your cigar, and it's going to ruin your cigar experience. So that's why you go around the outside first, Make sure you get the trimming, get the wrapper nice and lit, and then you circle it towards the inside, and then you can give it just a nice pull. You don't have to work so hard. Give it just a nice pull, and you should have a full light on your cigar.
Nice. That's not bad.
This is definitely
Now,
a cigar.
So you need to.
When you spoke about being a bold cigar, the Royale, I just like, tell me this on like a scale of like 1 to 10, with 10 being the most bold, where would you put Casino Royale? Where would you put the Cohiba Royale in there, man?
Well, and I have to give it to you from the perspective of a guy that smokes a lot more than you. So for me, it would be a 7 or 8. For you, it would be a 9.5.
Okay. Point taken, sir.
Mike, what were you going to say? What did I do? What did I do wrong?
No. It's just one edge of your cigar wasn't all the way lit that I could see on the camera.
So
looks like
I think it is. I don't know.
Like, keep puffing just a little. Okay, so Sailor, hold the cigar like this. Turn the butt around to your face.
There we go.
Do it like this. No.
Turn the butt to my face.
And blow like this. Now look at, and you can see exactly where it's lit and where it's not.
Aha.
So if it's a full cherry, then it's all the way lit.
It's a full cherry.
What happened?
Now it is, yes.
Right.
Right on.
So, and the reason you want that to happen is you don't want one side to burn faster than the other.
Right.
Sometimes it'll burn up, and it'll cause like what we call a canoe. It'll start to burn up one side faster than another.
So how do I prove? So did I not leave the fire on it long enough? Because sometimes I'm afraid I'm burning it too much.
No, you just didn't get it. You
All the way
have to
around.
circulate it. Right.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank
you.
I'm trying to make sure I don't canoe over here, bro.
Yeah, you're good.
So, Mike, I know we're probably running up or getting close to time when Sean comes in here. So, in regards of your experience, the lore, however you say, with Cuban cigars and everything that's going down for the embargo and cats couldn't get a hold of Cuban cigars. What's your take on all that in regards to Cuban cigars and as time has gone on now and they're more readily available? But what was your take on the whole lore of Cuban cigars and how it's compared to how cigars are in the market now? What do you think about that?
Well, so legally speaking, Cuban cigars are not available because there's an embargo against Cuba. So nobody say that out loud.
Right.
So there's still an embargo, is what you're saying. Still.
Yes, the United States of America has absolutely no trade with Cuba at this time whatsoever.
Is that for a full cigar or is that for elements?
That's for anything. Not sugar,
any element?
Not ice cream, not anything. We don't trade anything with Cuba.
So if you
ice cream.
But if you use a part, if like there's a part of something Cuban in the cigar, still not legal. Is that what you're saying?
No, it is not.
Oh, gotcha.
Right. Anything that can or will derive commerce. Yeah. No, it's okay because people ask stuff like that and they go, "Oh, well, can I?" That's like putting a Cuban engine in a car, and if you sell that car, you still derive commerce. So that is not legal. Cuba doesn't make engines, by the way, but that's not legal.
Just in case. Just in case.
So the lure of Cuban cigars is it's a lot forbidden fruit.
Okay.
I've smoked Cuban cigars for just about as long as I've been smoking, so 23, almost 24 years, and I've had some really good ones. And what I will say is this: if you are a cigar smoker and you're in it for the love of the leaf, you can fill a room with Cuban cigars. You can fill a room with every other country that does cigars. You're gonna find, if you're purely smoking, you're gonna find some you like, some you don't. You don't like all whiskey. You don't like all wine. You don't like all food. And You know, a lot of people say, yeah, I only smoke Cuban cigars, and if that's the case, then you know, God bless you. What's up, Ron Ford, Bay Royal Cigars, Bay Royal Cigar Network out of San Fran in the building, West Coast. What up? Um, so yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed Cuban cigars on many occasions, but I've enjoyed more cigars from Nicaragua, Honduras, Dominican Republic. I've had cigars from Costa Rica, from Panama, Canary Islands. So yeah, I've enjoyed those cigars, and it's
Canary
not illegal
Islands.
for me. Yes, there was a Dutch show many years ago that they did with Canary Islands tobacco, and I was only able to smoke one, but then I think they went out of production after that.
Oh.
So a little bit of history. Davidoff Cigars had an actual factory in Cuba up until I believe the late 80s. I don't think it went past 1990. And they were not being given the tobacco that they wanted. They were spending money for premium tobacco, and they were telling them that they wouldn't be able to get that. You know, the government has first picks, and Davidoff said, well, then we don't want to be here. And they left. And I want to say it's either 1988 or 1989. The Davidoff Dom Perignon is the one of, if not the only cigar ever to be rated 100 in Cigar Aficionado. So it's like the highest rating ever.
Wow.
And yeah, and if you can find that cigar and somebody will sell it to you for less than $1,000, you're doing great.
Holy crap! For a single cigar, that's nuts.
Yes, for one cigar from 1980. That cigar was around when I came out of high school. So yeah.
I understand.
But we are enjoying the Cohiba Royale.
I get it. If I could, you know, sip on some whiskeys that were $1,000 an ounce, and I had the money, I'd do it. So I get it.
Why not?
That's it. Money is the most subjective thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? One man's $1,000, another man's $100, another man's $10. You know what I'm saying? The great thing about whiskey and cigars, it represents a lifestyle. And what I like to say about cigars is cigars are the least expensive point into a luxury lifestyle. There's nothing else on earth that you can buy this luxury for $12. It doesn't exist.
Good point.
So when people partake in these cigars, you know, you're partaking in luxury. You're sitting down in your chair, your favorite chair. You're enjoying your favorite spirit, Uncle Nearest, and but you're now on your time, and that's like the greatest 45 minutes after you had the most horrendous day at work, and you know the kids aren't at school and they're tearing up everything, and you're just like, look, I got 45 minutes. I'm going out back. I'm turning on some jazz. I'm going to smoke a lovely cigar. I'm going to have a glass of whiskey, and nothing's going to exist until both of those are done.
There you go.
I like it. I like it very much. Beautiful. It's definitely very, very relaxing. That's for sure. Yeah. So we've been, right. So as, you know, we started this journey, I think we're at 5 shows now. I have to bring my notebook next time because I have a notebook.
September.
I've tracked every single cigar we've smoked.
Wow.
Is it? I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Because because Mike's was. No, we did number 3 was.
We did Don Kiki.
Yep.
We did. What did we do before that?
First one was Emperor's Cut. I remember Emperor's Cut.
Emperor's Cut.
Don Kiki.
Don Kiki. We did the La Raña Reserva Escuro with Eric Espinosa.
Yeah, Eric is right.
And then we did
Mike's.
And Mike's. See?
And we're doing the lovely Cohiba Royale.
That's beautiful. See? There it is. You're right.
So I've been. So Mike, you would have been really proud of me. I had a very safe social distance, small gathering in my backyard. We did outdoor movie, and it was Predator night, and we all dressed up, and I had a Predator cocktail. It was super fun, and 3 of the gals stayed behind afterwards, and I pulled out some Glenfiddich Fire and Cane for them, which is one of my favorite offerings
Nice.
from Glenfiddich. And I said,
Nice.
you know, I have some cigars. Do you guys want to smoke them? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So I was teaching them all the things you taught me. It was so much fun. I was like, this is how you cut it. This is how you light it. This is how you smoke it. It was a really good time. They really enjoyed it too.
Cool. Yeah. Now, I have some of this now. You reminded me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh man, that's good.
Part.
Right. Now I'm about to get back in there. Richie, how you guys doing over there at Match, brother?
Yeah.
We're doing good, man. We're doing good, Jay. We're doing great. I'm hanging out with Drew and our buddy Eston, who runs Match Cigar Bar. Love you, Eston. Thank you so much for hosting us. I have one question before we hop off because it's quite loud in here. Is what for in Cohiba's world? What is their 1820?
Good question.
Absolute.
What's the Rolls Royce?
I would say at this point would be the Scepter. I'm sorry, the Spectre. It's called the Spectre. I apologize for that. The Spectre runs about $90 a cigar. Yeah, about $90 a stick.
Holy crap!
It is. It's a really good cigar. It's a really good cigar.
Wow.
Now, why is it that expensive? Why is it that high quality? Why is that a great cigar like that from that standpoint?
Well, and I've never really delved into that. I was just happy that I got to smoke one. But I would say just the quality and the age of the tobacco. Because as we discussed on a prior show, that aging tobacco is like aging bourbon. So you have this premium tobacco and you're like, man, this will go great in a cigar, but I'm going to sit it up and I'm going to put it away and let it get greater for the next 5, 8, 10 years. So when you use a lot of aged tobacco, of course, I mean, every day, every year that you have that tobacco, it's still costing you money. It's not free for it just to sit there. So the construction of that cigar is excellent. Everything from top to bottom, it was just an excellent cigar. So I would say, and we can ask Sean once he checks in, but I would say it would be the age and the quality of the tobacco.
Gotcha.
And we talked about last month. I mean, the last time we did a show, we talked about the similarities between aging whiskey and aging tobacco and cigars, which was really super cool.
Yeah, a lot of similarities.
Yes.
We live Richie, we live in parallel worlds.
That's awesome, Mike. I'll shoot you my address so you can send me one for my birthday.
Cool. Thank your birthday.
He's gonna send it to me first, and I'll smoke on it a little bit. Then I'll pass it to you, Richie.
I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it in fours.
All right. From me and Drew, we're gonna hop off and go and hang out with this.
Drink some more.
Go drink some 1820.
Drinking Uncle Nearest and
our whiskey family rolls deep.
I love it.
You ain't lying, bro.
I love it.
Richie, I'm gonna come there. I want to come there. I'm gonna sit at that table with those guys, and we have an amazing time.
You have to. Scott, Mike, you are welcome anytime you like, buddy. And I 100% appreciate you. I know that the entire cigar world appreciates everything you do. So thank you so much. You are the guru. And of course, Sailor, I miss you. I love you. And Jay, man,
I miss you.
There is nobody on the planet who can make me laugh as easy as this guy up here. And I couldn't appreciate you more for that, buddy.
My man, I'm here to bring joy.
My Uncle Nearest family. I'm going to get very emotional tonight.
Don't cry, bro.
Don't do it.
We're not going to go there.
Don't, because we're all supposed to be in Tennessee together.
We're supposed to be in Tennessee.
If it wasn't for COVID.
Right now.
I love you guys, and can't wait to see you guys on the other side of this. And
yes,
you guys are killing it. I love, we love tapping in, for these kind of events. It's beautiful. So thank you guys.
We love you guys.
Take it easy, guys.
Drew and Richie, man. Hey, we said we're gonna try and take this thing on tour, and if we ever get our butts up that way, man, me and Michael gonna roll up there and definitely come hang out and match with y'all, man. Glad to see y'all faces, bro.
Yes,
love you, buddy. Love you.
Love you, bro.
Love you guys.
Peace, Drew.
Drops. Oh, sorry.
Someone asked about the 1870, and we've been getting a lot of questions about that. So I just real quick wanted to address that. The 1870 is
Richie get on that one.
I know, right? The 1870 is actually a private barrel pick from the British Bourbon Society. So it only goes to them. It's only available for them. Only them, and they do a lottery within their own organization to see who gets the bottles. Now, if you happen to see it in the American market, that's the secondary market. Not cool. Right. Hey, I mean, it is what it is, but so it's not something that we're ever going to release here. It's specifically just for the British Bourbon Society. Because we're not as readily available there, and they've been so good to us, and we formed an early relationship with them. So that's the deal with the 1870, because I've been seeing a lot of questions about that.
Man, so I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I didn't even get to be able to touch it. I've tried twice.
No, none of us have.
Both times.
None of us have.
Both times, bang bang, get out of here, bang bang. So the 1870, I did get a question on that. I got to follow with my man Jason on that one.
I want to go there. Let's go there and get some.
You would have to make
trying to hit me right now.
Person, because it's not even, it's not like it's served in bars or anything like that. It's just a private barrel. So I guess make friends with the British Bourbon Society. I don't know.
Okay, I'll call them in a little bit.
There's actually, we can do a shout out to one of our British friends, Dan Potts. So Dan Potts
what's up, Dan?
Is a man you should know. He runs a Facebook page called Uncle Nearest Day, which is every Friday. He does a shout out on his Facebook page. And so he is a member of the British Bourbon Society, and he got a hold of a bottle. So I would say everybody hit up Dan Potts. You're welcome, Dan.
Man.
There it is. I lost my sound for a second. So Sean is trying to call me now. So I'm trying to hit him back, and I almost messed up on my text. So Sean's trying to call me now, probably trying to get in. He's there?
I sent him a new email. Tell him with the link again.
Okay.
So you can forward it from your phone to Jay.
Now he's calling me, and I'm gonna.
Got you. All right.
Jay, just text it to him, the link, in case he's not checking his email, and then he'll be able to get in.
Got you. I'm on it right now. On it right now, sister.
And somebody asked us what we were smoking tonight, because they came in a little bit late. We're smoking the Cohiba Royale, and Sean, who is the brand ambassador for Cohiba, and this is his cigar, is about to join us any minute now. So we're working on getting the technical stuff together to pull him in, and so he'll be able to talk in depth about this cigar and his journey as well, which is his story is really cool. I'm definitely a fan.
All right.
I'm gonna give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to China. She came down to hang out on Big Bertha tonight. She rode her motorcycle into the living room. Just parked it right here. She's aggressive, but no, I'm just kidding. Of course, Kenyatta Cigars, who allows me to sit on the beast once a month. It's great.
That's very nice. Mike, do you know what the price is of the Cohiba Royale just for a stick usually?
I'm going to let Sean elaborate on that because it's going to vary from state to state because of the different taxes that come into each state. Like you guys have a super high tax on cigars.
We have the worst in the country. So, it's awful.
Yeah. New York is pretty high. Alaska has some pretty high taxes. And then there are a couple of places with no taxes. So I'm going to move to one of those.
Hey, Jay, we have a question. What riff did you do on my cocktail? People want to know.
Yes. So, so of course we have the 1856 ounce and a half, and you did the cherry herring, a half an ounce of cherry herring. Well, I didn't have that herring. I'm sorry.
Not herring. That's a fish.
right. You're so right. I'm tripping.
Is it like halibut? Is there anything like halibut?
Don't make my cocktail
I
grow.
love halibut. I'm sorry.
Come on
Cherry
now.
herring. I'm sorry. And so instead of the cherry herring, I had some maraschino liqueur. So I did that, and then I did like a few dashes of cherry bitters in there, and then I made the cayenne and black pepper cinnamon syrup. So I made that, hooked that up, and then you had 4 dashes of Fee Brothers. Shout out to my man Joe Fee, man. Miss you, man. Rest in peace, brother. So Fee Brothers Aztec chocolate bitters. I didn't have that, so I put in there just a little hint of the white cacao, just a baby piece of so I get a little chocolatey flavor in there, and then I stirred that up, and this freaking cocktail is delicious, Sailor. I mean, like, I can go down with like 3 of these, which would be kind of scary because that's 1856. So 3 cocktails like that. These go down smooth. Just when you think it's not, it's a little sweet. Wait, time out. I gotta go get my suit, man. This is a
wait, man. This is hold on.
Y'all trying to keep a brother down. You're not letting me in. And Mike, I thought you were my boy, Mike. I thought you were my boy.
Wait,
Sean, I hit the button the minute you arrived to let you in. That's all on the guys.
Yeah,
right. He was calling me on the phone. I was like, uh-oh.
I have to reassess my friendship, man. You know.
Wait, Sean. If I knew that you were gonna be dressed like Don Johnson, then I wouldn't have let you in until I went and got something else to wear.
No, it's more like Don Cornelius, but that's okay. You got to pull the collars out, Sean. You got
the collars got to be out if you're gonna be Don Cornelius, bro.
I need a whole lot more hair.
Yeah,
you get your last
just
money.
A little bit.
Forgive me. I'm finishing up Cohiba, Connecticut before I jump onto the Royale. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, where are you?
But I did have a chance to crack this. Thank you very much.
Great idea. Sean, where are you coming in from, man? Because I know you're coming in from somewhere else with a podcast, and because you're such the man in demand, and I'm so glad that you got on here with us tonight, man. So where are you coming in from, and who's your posse with you, bro?
So I'm going to throw you under the bus.
Come on.
I'm going to throw you under the bus. I was actually and I committed, and usually I do a pretty good job of sort of managing my calendar. I'll be honest. I dropped the ball on this, but I had a herf set up with the Crimson Society. So Jay, who's the Crimson Society?
Crimson Society has probably got something to do with this fabulous fraternity by the name of Kappa Alpha Psi. One of my favorites, absolutely. I mean, so much so I put that on me. Can you see that? Can you see that there? No? Maybe. No. Anyway, yeah. Here we go. I'm talking stuff. But yeah, Crimson Society, brothers who share a nice stick and talk about some good whiskey too. So from time to time. So I mean, there are a number of different organizations within Kappa Alpha Psi who have like different groups who I've seen on Facebook and stuff like that who all talk about cigars, talk about whiskey. I know my man Crimson Sip and Smoke. That's my man Elmani up there in up in the Northeast. So
New Jersey, high-end cigars in New Jersey. Affiliated with that
indeed.
shop, so yeah, he was on.
That's my man. So I mean, there are a lot of different organizations. I mean, all throughout all the Pan-Atlantic. I mean, whether it be it's the gang of Q's. I know Alphas.
Smoking Bros. They got the Smoking Bros.
Phi Beta Sigma Iotas, you know what I'm saying? It's just everybody. And then, of course, the ladies, you know what I'm saying? The ladies smoke, too. So, just shout out to everybody who loves and supports.
So you're saying the Divine Nine. The Divine Nine.
Divine Nine. That's what I was trying to get to.
Whole Divine Nine.
Thanks, Sean. And then I got to say something real fast because when I saw Sean, folks, this man hops out the car. So I know you're very happy with the colors of Uncle Nearest. This man hops out the car with this huge T-shirt on that says Grambling State, and I had to talk some stuff because I'm a Morehouse man. So, but shout out to all the HBCUs and everybody, man, that gives us love. It's one hell of a whiskey family. So, Sean, definitely welcome to our whiskey family, brother. Glad to have you on and glad to be talking about Cohiba.
Thanks for having me. Cheers, guys.
You see your brother.
Always.
You see your brother Deion Jones on there, Cigar Crew founder. He's a Noop as well, so he's shouting out to y'all.
Yo, Deion.
Also a brand ambassador for Atlanta Cigar Experience. Appreciate you, Deion. What up? Big Sean, what's up, bro?
He was on with me with the Crimson Society as well. So yeah. Cool.
So Sean, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Can't complain.
And appreciate you joining us. Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
having me. Thanks for having me.
Your buddy's on. He was in earlier. Jonathan Drew.
Oh, Jonathan, my dude. Oh, wait. Quick shout out to my guy Jeff and Riverside Cigars and Matt Cigar Bar in Jeffersonville, Indiana, which is basically Louisville. Shout out to my dude Jeff. He hit me up earlier, and I understand there's a couple of Uncle Nearest fans that are there tuning in to the show. So shout out to the guys. I had a chance to see them on like FaceTime earlier. So hopefully you guys are still hanging out with Jeff at Riverside Cigars and Matt Cigar Lounge in the Louisville area, enjoying some Uncle Nearest and some Cohibas, right?
Yeah, we just had our national brand ambassador and our Indiana brand ambassador joining us from Match. They were on for a couple minutes saying hello. Yeah. So they got a big party going on there right now.
Good. Awesome. I'm late to the party, so hopefully you guys get me. So.
No, you're in perfect time. And we're we've been smoking on this cigar, and we're really excited to hear more about it and to talk about your journey a little bit, because when I do my research, I'm a research girl. When I did my research on you, your journey is really cool, and it sounds very similar to my dream journey in whiskey. There's a lot of parallels there. So I'd love to hear about how you came to Cohiba, and then about this cigar in specific.
Wait, Sean. You got to tell them the story. You got to tell them. And listen, one of the most incredible things that you will find with cigar smokers is everybody has a story, how they started smoking, where they started smoking, what their first cigar was. Sean, can you do me a favor and tell us how and where you started smoking cigars?
All right. So my first cigar was New Year's 2005, and was on a cruise ship. It was myself and three of my buddies. We'd all been friends since the 9th grade. We all decided, we hadn't collectively seen each other in a few years, so we all decided to get together, have the wives and girlfriends and stuff meet each other. So we all took a cruise together, and my buddy Damon, who was the real hardcore cigar guy at the time, suggested we go to the piano bar and have a cigar. And I had never smoked a cigar, even during the boom, just never interested in it. So I was like, well, cool, these are my dudes. I'll at worst take one for the team. How bad could it be? And so we get to the cigar bar, and there's this little sort of countertop humidor. And I don't know anything about cigars. Don't know how to pick a cigar. Don't know any cigar names. One seemed remotely familiar. It was a Fuente. So that was the first cigar I smoked. Was a Fuente Double Chateau, and just was instantly taken with the experience. Just an hour into it, enjoying the cigar, enjoying the conversation and the connection with these guys that I'd known most of my life, and I kind of got it, sort of what a cigar is about, sort of, cutting and lighting that cigar and deciding that you're going to sit still for an hour and a half, however long it takes, and just kind of unplug for a second. So I got the process, and then from there, got back to Atlanta. Got a Cigar Aficionado magazine, like most people probably did back then, and would buy my cigars based on those ratings, and that's what really sort of got me interested in learning more about cigars, and in particular getting around other cigar smokers, because I didn't know anybody in my circle that was really into cigars. Certainly none of my close friends were, which I didn't have a lot of close friends in Atlanta at that time. Actually, I had business associates and so forth. I was in real estate, had a mortgage company. Built, a couple of spec homes a year. So what I did was myself and a buddy of mine, Israel, who owns a cigar bar over on Panola Road in Lithonia. He and I met going through this mortgage class years ago, and became buddies. And I convinced him that we should start a cigar social group. We can network, do business networking, and hang out with other, meet other cigar smokers. So we started the Atlanta Cigar Society, and
that's what's up. Shout out to Cigar Bar too.
Yeah, and it was through that that I really got interested in having my own cigar, and I thought it'd be kind of cool, to kind of have for events and stuff like that. I didn't really think past that, or didn't really think past the Atlanta market. And during that process, having my events with Atlanta Cigar Society, I would call different cigar companies and try to drum up sponsorship for my events. One of my earliest experiences was with Drew Estates, one of my early supporters. And so I had a few connections, and in my interest to get my own line out, that actually happened through Los Blancos cigar, Dave Blanco, and talked to him at the Big Smoke in 2005 in Vegas, and said I was interested in doing my own cigar. And he explained, hey, well, my family makes tons of cigars for different people, big name cigar brands at the time, and I was like, well, if you're making cigars for these people, then I'm sure it's a solid factory. So that was November 2005, and January 2006, I was on a plane going to Nicaragua to work on my first blends.
Wow!
Wow!
You went all in, bro.
That's amazing.
From a year, pretty much a year from smoking my first cigar to a year later, actually going to Nicaragua to work on making cigars. I do not recommend that, by the way. Yeah, do not try this at home. I'm a professional, right? Like I do not recommend that. That was because I had no idea what I was doing. I thought I knew cigars. I knew nothing about cigars, and I'm going out to make. I knew nothing about cigars. So I just learned it all just over the years, just being a factory rat, just spending a lot of time down at the factories. And that's one thing I did do right. And nobody told me any different. I figured if you're going to make cigars, you have to go down, to the place where they make cigars. So I hopped on a plane, went to Nicaragua, spent time in the factory with Avelio and Ricardo. Avelio has passed on, rest his soul, at the Placencia factory. And that's where I started, cutting my teeth, so to speak, 15 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a road.
Everybody's got
That's
a story.
awesome.
Definitely a journey.
Yes, everybody does. Again, so much synergy with whiskey. We all know the first whiskey that we tried. We know why we got into the business. And for me, the minute I was able to put my hands on a barrel was so exciting, and be involved in tasting the whiskey and deciding when it comes out of the barrel and working in the distillery changed my life. So I feel you. Definitely.
Nice. So quick set aside, you're at Legends, right, up in Spokane?
I am. Yep.
Yeah, that's nice. I've been there once or twice. Last time I was there was for the Northwest Cigar Fest. What was it called? I don't think it was called the Northwest Cigar, but it was a big cigar fest that they used to do there.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful place. So.
It's gorgeous here. Very, very, very beautiful. And they're very good to me. They let me take over the whole humidor once a month when I do these. So, and we have a nice crowd out there joining us tonight as well.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They only got one hell of a setup.
Acknowledge them as well. So, but so that's pretty cool. So you do see a lot of similarities as far as how we kind of get our inspiration and our journey.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I see so much similarity. And as a matter of fact, last month, because I'm pretty new to I've puffed on cigars for a couple of years. Obviously, I've been in the whiskey business forever. They kind of go hand in hand, but I never really approached it like a journey, like I approached my whiskey journey. And so I've been doing that thanks to Mike. And last week last month, I keep saying that, I decided to put together all the similarities between whiskey and cigars, how they're made, the production, aging, fermentation. It was so eye-opening and so cool just to see that synergy there and the similarities. So absolutely. I'm really enjoying this journey. I'm having a really good time.
Awesome.
Sean, tell us what we're smoking, the Cohiba Royale. Tell us, because how the story goes. Mike, of course, is the expert. Sailor is right there in the middle because she has a palate that's off the freaking charts, so she can tell flavors and how to pair them up. And we always come with a great freaking cocktail. And then I'm like the novice. I'm like the dude who just likes to look cool. But I have no freaking clue what's going on.
You think, man.
Right, it's like golfing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes to golf, but most people suck. So I'm in that camp too. But as
I
you're
wasn't gonna
smoking
say
a
that.
Cohiba Royale, what am I and Mike helped me out too. Like the first part of the stick, like the first third of the stick, what am I supposed to be tasting in there? And then am I getting to the sweet spot in the middle almost at this point in time? Just take me through the different stages of what I'm experiencing as I'm smoking the Cohiba Royale, my friend. And then tell me
Yeah,
about,
me, are you asking
about what
me
it
or
is, the
Mike?
wrapper
Mike,
and all that good stuff.
Mike, what say you, Mike?
I say talk to the brand ambassador for Cohiba about that.
So,
I'd say talk to the big fellow about that. I mean, I know I got good pepper, good spice off the light, which and we talked about this before. I like cigars that respond off the light. I don't like waiting for it to heat up. Just cut that part off and give me the part that, you know. So getting that spice off the light, and I think that is what, in knowing that about the profile, that's what helped Sailor put together the cocktail, and right where I am now, it's starting to calm down, starting to melt together, getting kind of little kind
Cocoa.
of malty confectionist kind of cocoa flavor from it. Not as intense. It just calmed down from being as intense, but I do like that at the beginning of it. But it's still going well with my cocktail. Well, with the Uncle Near straight, I'm doing 100 proof straight. So,
all right. So yeah, so this cigar was intentionally. I'm trying to find the camera. You got it right.
I have
This
the
is
same
weird.
problem all the time, Sean. Yeah,
It
I'm
was
like, which side?
it was intentional that this cigar would be a full body cigar. More, as sort of Mike mentioned, more pronounced spice off the initial light. Just kind of back up a little bit. So the cigar, as far as the components, the wrapper is Jalapa Valley, Nicaraguan wrapper. Binder is Piloto Cubano, which is sort of a signature leaf that's in all the Cohibas that we make. And a Piloto Cubano is obviously a Cuban seed tobacco grown in the DR, and it's aged in in tercios, which is, I don't know how many hardcore cigar heads are looking at this right now, but to age a cigar in tercios, instead of the tobacco being in your typical tobacco bale, which is kind of like the burlap sack that envelops the tobacco, aged in tercios means it's actually wrapped in basically palm leaf. So it allows it stays there an exceptionally long time. I did one cigar, the Cohiba Spectre, a couple years ago, and the Piloto Cubano that we used in that was from 1995. So you can age tobacco in tercios in this palm leaf a lot longer. It breathes a lot better. It still continues to marry, but it just matures in a more elegant way. So that's the Piloto Cubano that we use. So Jalapa Valley Nicaraguan wrapper, Piloto Cubano binder, and in the Philly you have more Jalapa Valley tobacco. You also have Amistran Valley tobacco, which is Honduran, and you have Esteli Nicaraguan tobacco. So Mike would know right off just by me running off those leaves that's in the tobacco, that's in a cigar. You know right off, if I told you that you're into cigars and you're into the components, you know this is going to be a full body cigar, and that's by design. We wanted to put out a cigar that was going to sort of push up the profile range of the Cohiba line as far as strength and body, but we also needed it to be balanced and nuanced. So in doing that, we went to some of the regions that's really known for spice mixed with that sort of nice cocoa creaminess and also sort of the coffee undertones. So this is a decidedly Nicaraguan, primarily Nicaraguan blend, but certainly Central American blend. And also this is the first Cohiba that we ever made at our factory in Downey, Honduras. And we made it there because that factory sits in the Amistran Valley, which borders the Jalapa Valley, and they are intimately familiar with those tobaccos. And they have a certain way they process them, a certain way they treat the tobacco. And we wanted this to be as authentic an experience as possible. So we made the cigar right there in basically in the Amistran Valley.
Wow. Very cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So it's gonna start
man.
off spicy. And I can't see how far you're in now, Jay, but it's gonna open up. You're still gonna have that body, but you won't have as much of that front of the mouth spice. But it's gonna be sort of a cocoa creaminess. But it's going to remain, sort of a full body cigar. And I want to, just kind of interject. And I don't know how this works in the spirits world, but there's a difference between body and strength, right?
Yes.
Okay.
When you talk strength, you're talking more about like the nicotine buzz that you may get from cigars. You're not going to get with any Cohiba that we make. You're not going to get that because in aging tobacco. In the aging process, the longer you age a cigar, the more you release a lot of the nicotine. So you're going to feel it's going to be a full body cigar, and that you sort of feel it in your stomach, in your body, as opposed to getting like this nicotine buzz.
I like that. So for me, since I'm still developing my palate for cigars, I find that I'm in the place same as where I was when I first started out with whiskey. It's difficult for me to pick out the finer notes and the essence. I'm getting like the bolder notes first. So I got the pepper right away. I got the cedar right away. I smelled the cocoa, but then now that I'm good way through it, I'm definitely, I don't know if I'm getting used to the flavor of it, but I'm picking up that cocoa, those nuances of it, and the earthiness. I'm getting a little bit of, I smelled so much cherry in there and I wasn't tasting it, but I feel like I'm starting to taste the dark cherry now with that, but it's like a dry powder cocoa that I'm getting.
She has a palate, dude.
She has an excellent palate.
I told you, bro.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm impressed.
So, Sailor, you getting a little of the dry cherry, like right in here?
Yes. Yeah. It's
Like,
just like with whiskey, like when you learn what your base notes are, and then you can start to taste things that are a little bit more elusive. Like I always tell people, the minute you can taste banana in whiskey, you've got it. You're going to start getting those finer notes in it. Maybe you can get that banana. It changes because that's your yeast, right? That's your base.
Well, I don't got it yet because I haven't.
Sounds like banana.
I got you, Sean. I got you. I'll trade you, and I'll work on your whiskey knowledge, and you can work on my cigar knowledge.
I love it. Banana. I need
so it's like a beautiful whiskey Yoda.
Amen.
I'll take it.
I had to put Yoda first. I didn't want to just say you're like a whiskey Yoda, and then you're like, oh.
What the hell? Yeah.
But Sailor, and going with what Sean was saying when you talked about strength and body, so and nobody get upset. So let's take the 1820, and you're talking about 115 proof. Anytime you're talking about more than 100 proof bourbon, and you get people to go, but it doesn't mean that it's all burn. See what I'm saying? So what they've done is they have the burn. This has the burn of the 115 proof on the front, and then the caramel and vanilla that you get on the back. So it's not necessarily just a hot whiskey. So this is not just a spicy cigar. And that's where you get the complexities.
That's the perfect correlation, because at first I was like, whoa, because I went and read a bunch of reviews and tasting notes so that I could kind of collect the majority. And that's what I do with whiskey as well. So I could figure out the cocktail. And then at first I was like, okay, it's the pepper. But yes, just like with whiskey, you have body, you have mouthfeel. Then you've got 3 layers. You're going to have you have your nose, you have your upfront, you have your middle, and then you have your finish. And we talked about this last month. Cigars are just like that. But you have to take your time and taste your way through it and kind of pay attention to it. I haven't sipped too much on the cocktail because I don't want it to overtake these flavors because I'm new to this cigar. But now that I'm saying that I'm definitely getting the cream all of a sudden, like a creaminess is getting less dry to me now. I don't know if that's the placement that I'm in or if I'm just building those flavors.
So the sweetness and a little bit of the saltiness should be starting your palate to kind of salivate a little bit more right now. So that's why your palate's excited. So you're receiving more of the flavors.
Oh, my palate's excited.
We like when palates get excited around these parts, baby.
Jay.
Sorry. Hey.
You ever watch Did you guys ever watch it? You guys ever watch the Beverly Hillbillies?
Of course.
Remember the Beverly Hillbillies? And you remember, like, at certain times, Jed would just look at Jethro and say, "You know what? One of these days, I'm gonna have a long talk with that boy. Jay, we gotta have a talk."
Can't get right, man. Can't get right. Just can't get right, man. But what I mean, what else you gonna do, man? You got all this stuff going on, but I got some really good whiskey, got some really good people to talk to. And we out here enjoying Cohiba Royale. I mean, shoot, life can't be too bad for this hour and 15 minutes we've been on so far. So I'm glad for this right now.
So Sean, Richie asked the question, and I think I kind of answered it, and I think you kind of played into the answer as well. But I want to ask you because they're 1820 spirit, and they said, well, what in terms of it being special and all of that, what Cohiba would parallel to that? And I said the Spectre, and then he asked me why, and I told him it's usually about I think about a $90 cigar. Am I correct, Sean?
But what Spectre were you thinking?
No.
It wasn't a trick question. I mean, the 18 or the 19?
No.
The 18. The 18.
Well, the 18 first. Okay.
The 18. And what my parallel was when he asked me about pricing was about the age of the leaves, and you went back on the actual age of some of the leaves in there. So the aging of the leaves, and Sailor and I have talked about this. When you have a bourbon and you're aging it, even though that it's starting to, I guess, delineate from the barrel, it's not as much as when you put it in there. You're still paying for it. You're still paying taxes on it. You're still paying, it's still at a cost to you. So if you have some tobacco that's sitting around since 1995, it's not free tobacco, and it's also tobacco that you didn't sell in 1996, 97, 98. So there's commerce that could have been generated from that. So
that's the biggest component that works into, and I get asked that, and I got asked, on my previous event, like, Cohiba's cost a little bit more than the average cigars. And why is that? I mean, it basically comes down to the two most critical components, which is time and material. Really, really good raw material that's aged a really, really long time. And that's the biggest sort of parameters, aside from where a lot of stuff is made. This particular cigar doesn't have any Connecticut broadleaf or any Cameroon. When we talk about the Cameroon leaf, which is something that's kind of a prevalent component in many of the Cohibas that we make, that leaf comes from the Congo Republic of Africa. There's very few companies that actually can stake claim to leaf coming out of the Congo Republic of Africa. We are by far the biggest consumer of that, and also for that reason, we're one of the biggest investors in that region as it relates to the agriculture there. But it's the most expensive leaf that's commercially available on the market, and it's something that's used in spades throughout the Cohiba line. Also, the Connecticut broadleaf is another grown right here in the USA in the Connecticut River Valley. I pointed like it's right behind me, right? Like up in Connecticut. And it's the second most expensive commercially available wrapper on the planet, and it's stuff that we use in pretty high quantity. So there's a lot that goes into it. But again, ultimately, it's time and material. Which is not dissimilar from the spirits industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was in a nutshell. That was my answer to him. But I wanted to, of course, give you the opportunity that is your product to fully expound on it. And if you have a off-camera conversation with Sailor, she may be able to help you with that Connecticut leaf thing. she has friends, Sean.
I do actually.
Okay.
They're called. Shout out to the Thralls, my friends, the Thralls.
You know the Thrall family.
I do. I used to live right there.
Oh, connections.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, she's family, man. Come on now.
Come on, man.
I had no idea at the time, but I became friendly.
They are tobacco.
The story's so cool. Yeah, the story is so cool, and it cracks me up that they had hopes that the son was going to take over, and it turned out to be their daughters that were the most interested, which is hilarious. Love it.
Girl power, right on.
Yeah, I would drive through when I first moved there, and I was like, what are all these barns, these strange looking barns? And then I would see them at a certain point open the slats on the side, and I was introduced to them and finally asked if they could, so I got a tour and they explained what they were doing and how many generations and how it all works. It's just so cool, really cool.
They are our growing partners up there. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Look at that.
Small world.
Small world. That's right.
Jay, you have a bottle of what? You have some Ripple. What are you doing?
Man, I'm making me another cocktail because that went down really, really smooth. So
wait,
I figured I got nothing else to do.
What's the cocktail?
Okay, and I will post the link to it again so people can make it at home. I called it the Tennessee Royale, and I created it to match and stand up to this cigar. So I wanted you to be able to still taste the cigar and still taste the cocktail. So it's Uncle Nearest 1856, which was our 100 proof. And then I did Cherry Hearing, which is a dark cherry liqueur. And then I made a cayenne and black pepper syrup. And then I used chocolate bitters. And then we smoked it with cedar smoke specifically because I caught that in so many of the notes on the cigar that they were cedar. So we smoked it in the cedar, put it on a large cube, and garnished it with some cherries so that it would match perfectly.
The Alchemist. Wow.
That's right.
That sounds heavy. Wow.
And that's pretty much what I just made up. It was just an ounce and a half of Uncle Nearest 1856. That's always a great start. The half ounce of cherry hearing tripping, half ounce of the cayenne black pepper cinnamon syrup, and so I tweaked mine's out and added a little bit of cherry bitters too with the on top of the cherry hearing. I forgot to do that.
Wow.
And then I put a little bit of the white cacao for the Aztec chocolate bitters since I don't have that on me, so I put just a little bit of that in there. Did not have the cedar smoke, but I know that'll probably kick some serious butt. But that's pretty much what I made right here. And it's a very, very smooth drink. Just when you think it's sweet, it blends right out. It's just. And then
you've got the fire, the heat in there too. I wanted that.
Yeah, with the cayenne, absolutely.
That chocolate Aztec bitters is a cocoa flavor. So I wanted to match that cocoa flavor. And I think they go really well together.
Nice. So if I know Mike is probably like I am. He's taking it straight to the head right now, right?
So
right.
Let me describe Sean and I's cocktail. So I started out with 3 ounces of Uncle Nearest 1856, and I'm now down to 1.
And a glass.
And a glass.
Glass.
It actually came in a glass. I decided not to use that one because never mind.
That would be bad.
Right. So now out of the 3 ounces, I'm down to 1. And I will replenish momentarily.
I will do that now.
And it also, and it goes well because, again, the 1856 does have what we were discussing, balance. So it's not just hot. It's not just 100 proof. So you do get the caramel.
And I will say that with being 100 proof, this is I'm not into hot bourbons, right? I don't like, it's sort of like a cigar, like making a strong cigar is easy, to be honest. It's not hard to do. But to get, the combination of body and balance is a bit trickier. But this is, and nobody get offended, but kind of a lazy term is just to say smooth, like smooth. I think it's more than that. It's nuanced. I like the mouthfeel. I like the coating, not overly viscous, but also, as it relates to cigar smoking, a lot of times you could smell what you taste, and this is very effervescent on the palate. It sort of dissipates, but it gets into the olfactory, so I can taste what I'm smelling. It's very good. It's very good. First time I had it. Total honesty. First time I had it.
Oh,
yeah.
I
told you. So hey, Sailor man. Now. So now.
Glad I was there to help you out, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
so you
Mike,
see
yes, I do.
The notes that he was talking about. So now in this cigar, so the basics of it is the cherry that you were getting goes with the slight caramel and vanilla that's coming from 1856. So it's one of the things in pairing
because goes with the nuts because there's nut flavor in the 1856 as well. Yes. So that cocoa is going to pair really well with the nuts in there. Then you've got maple and honey as well. And so a lot of that creaminess that I'm getting now in the cigar goes really well with it. And then the citrus is going to balance that cedar and that pepper really well. So they make such a great pairing. It's a beautiful pairing together.
And I have a good comparison because for the first event, I was drinking, the Uncle Nearest, and I was smoking in Connecticut, which that's a lighter cigar, buttery, sort of nutty complexity. It paired well with this as well, and I like that this is super hot because it didn't overpower the cigar. So this has been a great experience, really.
We have some questions for you, Sean. So Kev wants to know, says Smoke World wants to know if you'll be hitting the field anytime soon.
Oh man,
I was just gonna ask that. With all this stuff going on, man, I know you've been. So how have you been doing with all this podcast and all that type of stuff and getting back out there into the streets, bro?
It's not just as easy as me saying, "Hey, I want to get out and travel." We're in a Rona hotspot here, so there are limitations to where I could travel. Like we literally had an event I was supposed to be at on Sunday, which was in the Hamptons. It was the unveiling of the new Ferrari F8 that we were partnered with. But I couldn't physically be there because if I had flown into New York from here, I would have to quarantine. Right. So, you can't take 10 days of quarantine for a one-day event. So I physically could be there. We supported it, sent product and had people there to sort of take imagery and so forth. So it's other things that come into place, and then where do I go? There's just different levels to what's allowed as far as how many people can be in one location, social distance or whatever, and then just for safety reasons, I have to be smart about it. So I hope I can get to the field soon. But for me, honestly, it's going to be in larger venues when and if I can go. As of now, that's still not a thing. But aside from some local moves here in Atlanta, that's different. But as far as if I go anywhere to activate events, they're either going to have to be outdoors or they're going to have to be in venues that really can accommodate a decent amount of people that could sort of spread out a little bit. So hopefully soon.
Heck yeah. Oh, shout out to my man Preston with Taylor Smoke. That's another good Morehouse brother. What's up, Preston?
Charlotte, North Carolina, holding it down.
That's right.
We have another question.
Rod Jackson. I gotta say what's his name, Rod Jackson. I always gotta shout out my man Rod way back in the day. He's a big time whiskey and a big time cigar smoker. That's my man right there. What's up, Rod? Gotta give you some love, man.
10-4.
So we have a question about why was the Commander discontinued?
The Commodore.
So
what did I say? Oh, I can't. I'm sorry.
You good.
Like cherry herring. It's like cherry herring.
Yeah, it's like cherry herring.
So that was a joint venture with Jay-Z.
Okay.
And there's some intellectual property as it relates to that with Jay-Z. So it was a finite project. It ran for the contract of that project, and it just made sense for both parties to do something else. But it was a great project for the company, and certainly from the having Jay-Z be a part of it, it definitely, there's a lot of things that predates me, obviously. I came on probably a full year after production had stopped on the Commodore, but it coincided with sort of the rise of the 40/40 clubs for him, which most were cigar friendly. So it's sort of a branded, well-appointed product that he could showcase within his in his venues, and it was great for the brand to sort of be introduced to a new audience and be reintroduced to some existing audience. So it was just a finite project, and once the contract was up, there was just no real need to continue it. But with that being said, if someone in particular likes the Commodore profile, the closest thing that we have in the family of products right now would be the Macazar. I sort of joke that we took the engine and chassis from the Commodore and changed the wrapper and added some nuance to it. So that the essence of the Commodore lives on in the Macazar. So you could try and get your hands on the Macazar, and that's going to be the closest thing to it.
I'm going to let Jay read the next question because I have to take a bathroom break, so I'll be right back.
All right.
Behave while I'm gone, and I'm going to say hello to my people out there. We just did a raffle sponsored by Uncle Nearest of a gift card and a Cohiba Royale and some other fun swag for the people out here. So I'll be right back, guys.
Nice.
So from enjoy yourself. We'll see you in just a second. So from EW Camp, he asked the question to you, Sean, for someone trying to get birthday gifts for beginning cigar smokers. Which Cohiba collection would you recommend, my friend?
This 5-pack right here of the Cohiba Connecticut. Beautiful cigar. I would strongly recommend this. It's going to be a nice, mild to medium cigar. Buttery, creamy, very nuanced, elegant. 5-country blend. Beautiful wrapper grown in the Los Rios region of Ecuador. Binder is San Andres. In the Philly, we have some beautiful Brazilian Matafina tobacco, along with some Ligero from the Lava Valley, Nicaragua. Some Olor Dominicana, which is a beautiful Dominican tobacco, as well as our signature Piloto Cubano. So great gift, 5-pack, Cohiba Connecticut for the beginning cigar smoker. So pick it up.
Oh, excellent.
It just so happens that you had that right there.
Because that's what I just smoked.
Perfect timing.
Come on, Sean. You know me, bro. I don't stop. It's always stop.
And Sean, too, the cool thing about it is the fact that all three of us are in Atlanta because, we were talking about getting the show and getting it all together. And Mike was saying we can catch up with Sean Williams. I was like, okay, great. And I'm thinking you're like, somewhere else. And he was like, yeah, Sean's in Atlanta. I was like, oh, really? And found like Sean is like 6 minutes from me. So, you know what I'm saying? we're going to be hanging out. We're going to, trade cigars and trade whiskey and have a good time. And it's a lovely relationship that's about to happen. So, shout outs to you, man. It was really cool to bring this all together. Now, tell me this part. How the heck did you two meet?
Oh. All right. So there was a cigar lounge, cigar shop in Atlanta that's since closed down called Ash Cigar. And it was in Buckhead near Sidney Marcus in Piedmont. And it was one of the first places that I started going there when my cigars, it was after I took my trip to Nicaragua to work on my first blends. And my cigars were actually in production now. And I stumbled into the shop one day and just kind of started hanging out there with the guys. And of course, a few of them got to know that I was actually working on my own brand and my own blends and whatever, and they were being produced. And so in the spring, when I actually get my production out, my cigars come in, they send them in Delta Air Cargo. I drive down to the airport, pick them up, and load up the back of my my truck. And first stop is going to be to the cigar shop because I want to bust these open and give some to the shop owner, of course, and smoke some with the guys there. And I pull up in my truck, and I get out and I go in the back and I'm pulling some of the bundles out. And Mike comes out of the shop. He's on his way out as I'm walking in. So he was literally the first person in the continental U.S. that I handed a cigar to, Bandit. So,
that part.
Cigar Mike.
Cigar. What, 15 years ago? 15 years ago.
That's like right 06, 07.
No, it was 06. It was 06.
It was 06.
Wow.
Coincidentally, that's the first year that Highland opened. When Brian opened Highland.
Oh, yeah.
Highland's a super big Uncle Near supporter. They of course they have the Cohiba cigars. They're one of my clients for many, many years. So shouts out to Cliff and everybody over at Highland and
what's up, Cliff?
And
Show.
some more Morehouse alums.
That's right.
Over there.
Yeah, man.
We're everywhere. everywhere.
And I tell everybody this: when I first started doing cigar events, you know, Sean and I have become friends, and it's like I'm doing this event, and I literally don't know what to do. I'm having people show up, and Sean supported me like no other. He was super. He would call me, and he was like, "Look, bro, I'm on my way out of town, but I left you some product at this place. Just go and pick it up, and
nice.
you know, make sure you can have a great event." And if it wasn't for guys like Sean Williams, then that the event wouldn't have been as successful as it was. He helped me start an event that ran for 10 years. So my hat's always off to Sean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can sit on the front.
Appreciate it, but you're pretty crafty. I think you'd have been all right without me, but I just do what I could. So.
That's right. Mike, we got a
LA Brown. We can't tell.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't tell
on that one.
He's still a little salty with me about that.
Wait, I missed it.
The LA Brown story. I called you one time and you were on your way into, I believe it was San Antonio. And I said, are you coming? And you said, no, I'm on my way to San Antonio. I'm driving in right now. I said, where's LA? Because I got a special person here that I want LA to see. And when I told you who the person was, you made sure. You was like, I'm gonna call Curtis and he's gonna go and get him. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. But he's still a little salty with me about that one.
Damn, boy, and I'm old because I don't remember that. We've had a lot of stories, so I don't remember that specific one. Now I'm curious.
Yeah, a lot of stories. we can't. I'd have to have a midnight Zoom to tell some of the stories.
Yeah, I was like, was it BT After Dark or BT?
Yeah, BT After Dark.
Yeah. Always too, just so I can put this out there. Whenever we get ready to shut it down, too, Sean, make sure you stay on because we always have a thing when we're out of the studio. We just stay on and talk some more stuff. Mike, I did want to put this out there really fast because we said we're going to be doing a lot more shout outs to spots, and Mike sent me a freaking loaded list of some spots, and I'm like, Mike, good Lord. But I wanted to try and run through these real fast to make sure we give some love and shout.
Real quick, before you do that, can I bring you guys out to my people that are in the lounge to say hello?
Let's go. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's high five. Sean, you better get ready. It's high five time.
Okay.
It's high five time.
So I'm gonna come out.
Sean, freshen up the flower, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, she had like a Bane mask from Batman. You see it?
You gotta be safe. Okay.
You ain't lying.
No, I'm good. Thank you so much. Okay.
Taking us out to the people.
I do like that jacket, bro. That's nice.
Thank you.
The pocket square and everything.
Yeah, shoot. Make me step my game up. You know what? This is the thing. I was gonna go upstairs and get my freaking robe, and I should have grabbed the met with you, Mike, and had you bring me an ascot. I would have been out here in a robe and just turned around looking all cool and debonair.
We should have did that for the last one. We had Eric Espinosa on here. We should have wore ascots with Eric. That would have been.
Oh boy.
Basale is looking like Mortal Kombat right now. Finish him.
Oh yeah.
Finish him.
That's it. Finish him.
Look at that, boy.
Man.
They are hanging out.
And everybody smoking Cohiba Royales, man. That's cool, right?
Shoot, it's a beautiful thing. Cohiba Royales and enjoying the Tennessee Royale. Well, 1856 never hurts, baby. Hey. Shout outs too with the rest of the squad. Shout out, I know Victoria's on here, so shout out to Victoria, our lovely blender of the small batch, 1884. Yes, indeed.
Sean, you got to meet Victoria too. She's super cool.
Man,
awesome, man.
We got to get our butts up to Tennessee, man. I'd be so happy when this COVID just lightens up enough for us to get the hell up out of this place.
Cheers.
And go hang out in Tennessee.
That's great.
What's up, man?
I think he likes the cigar, Sean. I think that's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're packed in there.
Man, those are all the members.
Bro.
Yeah, that's like a members only event, bro.
They're out there kicking it. Usually we could have some sound. We could hear everybody hollering and screaming and all that good stuff, but
no, her
quiet,
mic's
silent mode.
Wait,
Hold
there
on,
we
I'll
go.
give you guys sound.
We got
There
sound.
we
There
go.
we go. All right.
Hey
Hey,
now.
hey.
Okay,
What's up,
now you
everybody?
guys can make some noise.
Yeah. There we
What's up,
go.
guys?
Cheers.
Bring some life to it, baby. Yo, that's beautiful. Smoking and sipping, baby. Smoking and sipping.
Love it. Love it.
Oh yeah, dude, they are
So I
packed,
tell you, it was
bro.
cool, right?
Yeah, yeah, Mike. We gotta work on getting the
They
bus trip
smoke
and going
good.
all the way out there to Washington would be nice.
They are packed. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly, Jay. I'm not gonna,
Yeah. Those days are over,
Think
man.
about it. Oh man, what?
listen,
Those days are over, man.
Jay.
Yeah, we
I
could
haven't
be on.
even
We
had
could
a.
be on a bus with drink, smokes, and take our time and get on out there slowly but surely.
I haven't
I
even
could
had a
barely
car
fly
that
back.
long. I'm gonna fly.
If we on Big Bertha, we ain't got to worry about it, right?
Oh, this bus. Now this is different.
Yeah, I'm not talking Greyhound,
Sean,
Mike.
Are you on the bus, Mike?
I'm on a 43-foot mobile home that's better than any apartment I've ever had.
Is that
This is
is that
great.
where you live?
It has no. That again, my life's not that good, but I have Uncle
This
Nearest
guy.
and Cohiba Royales. But this actually has 1.5 bathrooms. This is
Oh,
this
not a
is
half
great. It's got
bathroom.
like 3 pop outs. So oh yeah, there's a half, for the guest. You know what I'm
So
saying? For the guest.
just so
That's
you
great.
guys know, Sean, I didn't have the sound on the whole time because I didn't want to get feedback from all the TVs, but they were all just loving the cigar. So great smoke came out of everybody's mouth. So they're having a really good time.
Good. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you for doing that.
You the man, Sean. You the man.
Absolutely.
Of course.
So you want me to try and run through this list? Mike, you
boy.
got to give me some help because it's some of these folks on here. You got to
You
go
want me to
across
do
the
it?
whole daggone nation.
I didn't know. You said,
It's-
"Hey, man, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
All right.
I was like,
I'm
yeah. It's lovely.
Go
Go ahead,
I'm
man.
a slight,
You can start off. And I'll chime in. Matter of fact, that'll
I'm a,
be better
I'm a,
for the
I'm a
folks
slight
I know.
overachiever.
I see.
Sorry. So we got Derek and the guys at Debonair Cigars in Los Angeles. Of course, we got Acere Cigars, BT and Laquan out there. Anthony at King Cigars, MJ Castle, Sierra, the whole crew at Life and Time Cigar Lounge. Of course, Cliff.
Jeff Street.
Yeah, G Street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cliff, Tony, the whole crew at Hyman Cigars. The other Keith Weaver and
Right.
George Gary.
My man
over at
Keith Weaver.
Cigar Lounge.
Corner for me,
Yeah.
patio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got my man Greg at the G Spot Cigar Lounge in Memphis. Doing some
Memphis,
good
Tennessee.
business over there.
Hopefully, Greg's listening. Hopefully, we got him set up.
Yeah, Greg is listening. He's on here. Julius and the guys over at Cigar City Club. We also got the TCA, Texas Cigar Aficionados. They have a watch party every month. We shouted out.
You know what? I met Julius at Cigar City today. Julius and Shauna. Yeah. Shout outs to them for sure.
We got some Grambling alums. We got my man Sweet Lou Collins and Jazz, the cigar gurus out in Las Vegas. Conrad over at Cigaros of Georgia.
My dude.
Jay Kenyatta, Philly, Terry over at Paradise Island Cigars. They have a big Cohiba display in the whole 9 yards over there. Robusto Cigars, Rob. We have Robustos here in Lithonia, and then there's of course Robustos in Memphis, Tennessee. Fellowship Cigars, Akbar, CJ, that whole crew over there.
What's up, CJ?
Yes, sir. Southwest.
Hey,
Cigar.
good shot on Cam Newton landing up there in New England, huh? Right on. Go ahead, Cam.
That part. I'm almost a New England fan. Fellowship, of course. Havana Cigar Shop, downtown Atlanta. Southwest Cigars. My man Jeff over there. Sean, we got your boys. Shout out to always Fuego Cigars out in Las Vegas. Shar, Mikey out there.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? My man Ron Ford.
Yeah.
Bay Road
Ron's on
Cigar
here, right?
Network. Yeah, Ron's on here. Shout out to my man Nas over at Aroma Cigars in Charlotte, Cigar Rockstar for his podcast. I'll actually be featured on his podcast next week. But yeah, Cigar Rockstar. It's so many people who have kind of just, jumped in. I want to give another shout out to Dion from the Cigar Crew Live, because they're about, I want to say 15 or 16 cigar crews that he has around the country, and they're streaming this through each one of those. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So on each one of their Facebook pages, this is streaming right now. So big shouts out to the whole cigar crew, of course, GTG, Good Time Gang, Cigar Club. There are 40. We have 44 chapters, almost 1,500 members. So a lot of them are participating as well. So, we just want to make sure that everybody feels like, engaged.
Love, man.
We're here to educate and entertain, or cigar edutainment, as I call it.
That's right.
Make sure we have a good time. So a huge shout out to Sean Williams, man. Like I said, he's a good buddy of mine. And it was literally, a phone call. Hey, bro, I need you. Cool. What day? All right, you got it. So, it's such a blessing to be on here with everybody, and we have an amazing time, bro. I don't know if you've seen the other shows. They are fun. They're fun. I got to
have a good time
with Eric on it.
Everybody, whenever you get a chance to, if anybody's ever missed anything like that, it's always on Uncle Nearest Facebook page. You can go back. And we also have our own YouTube channel too, Pound the Rock on YouTube. You can go back and see all the different podcasts, because every Thursday night, pretty much it's me and Sailor are doing something else, must see whiskey TV. So we got Cigar Mike on the first Thursdays. Second Thursdays is always usually a cooking and cocktail show. So we always got a cool chef on here. Most of the time it's been my man Chef Jannar. So shout out to Chef Jannar doing your thing.
Yes.
Third Thursday is making cocktails with the lovely Lady Victoria Edie Butler, who again is our the curator of our small batch, the 1884, but is also too Nearest Green's great-great-granddaughter. And if you don't know the whole story about Uncle Nearest, shame on you, number one. Number two, just go to our website, unclenearest.com, see one of our investors, and also, too, a big-time dude you'll know and understand and see him is Jeffrey Wright tells the story of Uncle Nearest on our website. And there's so much information on our website. We go to press, and it's been bananas lately in regards to the press, the publications, the TV, the news shows, and everything like that. So you all will see us a whole lot more, and it's been crazy for being 3 years in existence. It's been wild. So we appreciate all the love, and make sure you all always continue to check us out. And we appreciate all the love and support that we get from everybody around the freaking world at this point, and especially in the country, and especially me. I got to shout out the whole state of Georgia, representing the A, doing it always. So that was all my good plug. Oh, and Speedy just got on. Speedy is the market manager up there in Tennessee. And main man, he's up there in Nashville, but Speedy's also in Alabama too. So Speedy, good love and looking out for getting on here with us, man. Always, man.
Where's Tex?
It's a beautiful thing.
Texas?
Texas. He's here.
I don't know. Is he in here somewhere?
All gas, no brakes.
I shouted him out early. Yeah, all gas, no brakes, baby.
Yes.
My man Tex.
I saw Tex the other day, man. I was down there when I was down at J&J. Me and Tex was hanging out for a second, talking stuff, man. That's my man, $5,000. So
I have a challenge. I have a little challenge, you guys, that I want to put forward.
Does it involve physical activity? Because
no, you can sit down and do it. No, you can sit down and do it.
Got it.
So I would like to. I'm going to put together samples, and I'm only going to label the notes of these samples of whiskey, and I'm going to send them to you, Mike, and I'm going to send them to you, Sean, and also you, Jay. And I would like for you guys to do a blend with us. So we're going to make our own blend, and then I want you to pair a cigar with each of your blends. So let's say we get 3 blends out of. I'll send you little samples. And then explain why that cigar would go with it based on its components. So I'll give you. How about we meet back here in 3 more shows and see what you guys all come up with. What do you think?
I think, can my samples be this big? I don't want little. I was just asking. I was
asking samples for Mike. Heard.
I was asking for a friend.
Okay.
Always.
wasn't. It's not
But
about me.
I think it would be really fun to do that together and see what everybody comes up with. And what I'll do is I'll send you an envelope so you can send each of your blends back to everybody else. So we'll all be able to taste each other's blends and then decide. And so it would be a blind tasting for everybody.
Oh, sweet.
That'll be dope. So yeah, 3 shows. That may be what, December or January. Maybe January might be nice in the new year.
Yeah, January. Yeah, let's do that for January if you guys are all available.
Man, that'll be
hopefully
like
by then we won't have to wear as many masks or something like that. We'll cross our fingers on that one. Hallelujah. Yeah.
But we do have those nice Uncle Nearest masks.
We do.
All right, baby.
That is true.
Yeah, I had to meet up with Jay last night, man. So we get out the car and we're both masked up, and I'm looking like I don't know you, man. So you,
right.
You might be riding with the Rona. Stay back.
And Jay did.
Man, but like Tech says, I'll get out. You'll see me getting out. I'm gonna look like I got on a spacesuit for real.
Yes, that's what Tech
I'm not playing out here in these streets.
You remember that show back in the day? That was it. John Travolta, the boy in a plastic bubble. That's Jay. Jay's in a plastic bubble.
Listen,
Put me in that bubble, baby. We gotta stay safe, man.
Caution is not a bad thing.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
No.
And
we hope everybody stays safe out there for sure.
We have one last question, and then we're going to have to wrap it up because we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. So this one is for you, Sean. I've had several people asking me to have you speak about your watches.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Let me see what.
Good plug.
So this is the Uncle Nearest and Cohiba show. So I won't spend too much time on this. I do have a watch line. It's another passion of mine. It's released the Michoud Irish Blue, and Michoud and Irish are sort of basically 2 areas of New Orleans. And this is a project started by myself and my lifelong buddy. Shout out to my boy Will, retired U.S. Air Force Colonel, known him for my life.
My dad was in the Air Force. Beautiful.
Yeah. So we've been buddies and partners in business for a long time, but more importantly, we've been friends for a long time. And this is sort of a passion that he and I explored together a few years ago, and decided to really jump into it. And he may not mind me saying this, but he called me a few years ago on his birthday, on his 43rd birthday, like literally on his birthday, and told me he just got diagnosed with cancer. So that's when things really sort of you really sort of focus in on things. Then the perspective is really things kind of really come into focus. So at that point, it's really just about like what journeys can you really take in life, and what things are sort of out there that you've kind of wanted to explore, and this is sort of one of them that we talked about. So Michoud is an area of New Orleans, way out in New Orleans East, off of Michoud Boulevard. That's where Will is from, and I'm from uptown New Orleans in the Irish Channel. So he's the Michoud, and I'm the Irish, so Michoud and Irish. And it's just a passion of ours that we just kind of started, just as a something to just kind of see what we can do with it, if we can do it. And we released our first watch back in 2016.
Awesome.
And that was an interesting project. Learned a lot, and obviously kind of table things a little bit. With me joining up with Cohiba, and which is my primary focus. Is I'm a cigar maker first, and love this opportunity with Cohiba. And this is an incredible ride, being a part of such an iconic brand. So we set Michoud and I were sort of to the side, but then as time went on, and he's fully retired now, and we basically reintroduced Michoud Irish with the release last year, and since then we released a couple of watches since then. So it's a micro brand, very small batch stuff, special stuff, all luxury watches.
Let's get a good look at that.
Yeah, let's see that. because I used to be a watch
Man.
crackhead back in the day, bro.
Beautiful.
I worked
Beautiful.
for a little while with shout out to my man Rick Perez, but I used to work for Luxottica Retail that owned Lens Crafters and also Sunglass Hut and Sunglass Hut and sold watches. So every year at the corporate headquarters, they would have all the watches that were going, that were not in season anymore, and just come back, and I would literally get Armani watches for like $20. I mean, I would just go nuts, bro. Yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, I love watches. So needless to say, Sean, I'm gonna hang out with you a little bit. We gonna hang and have some fun, bro. That's gonna be good.
Listen, jump on board, man. It's all good.
Amen. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Well, thank you everybody so much for being with us tonight. Sean, thank you for being a guest and for the beautiful cigar. It was absolutely delicious. And Mike, as always, thank you so much for being a part of our whiskey family. And thank you to everybody that joined us. We had so many watch parties tonight. And thank you to everybody that's here with me at Legends of Fire. And Richie and Drew, who are at Match, thank you so much. All the comments and questions, we love you all, and we appreciate you sticking with us, and we appreciate all of your support. And we hope you're all stay healthy and well. Wear your mask, please. Drink responsibly and drink honorably. And like Jay said, every Thursday you can catch us here, same time, 8 p.m. for the East Coasters, Must See Whiskey TV. Next week, Jay will be on with a chef, Jay. So it'll be the two Jays. It'll be a dessert show. We got some dessert cocktails from our whiskey brother Xander as well. So that'll be lots of fun. And so thank you, everybody.
Should be a great show, y'all. Tune in next Thursday. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get down and do some desserts. So this is for your inner fat person. So let it out. Come ready to get some sugar in your life and some good whiskey cocktails and all that good stuff. Hanging out with Uncle Nearest as always. Hey man, great freaking show. Mike, always my man. Love you, bro. Sailor, love you. Sean, I'm about to be in love with you like a bromance. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and put that out there right now.
You're practically my neighbor, man. So you're welcome to come over anytime, man. I got plenty of space in my little area here for we can smoke and drink and be merry. So
there you go. And you come hang out in the backyard anytime, bro. You know what I'm saying? We hang out, do our thing, bro.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Don't knock over.
Right, no doubt. Mike, you got anything else, bro?
I just want to say that my inner fat person is now an outer fat person. It's been quite some time since I've seen a gym.
Same.
I think Clinton was in office when the last time I went to the gym. So no, I just want to.
Lord have mercy.
No, I always mention what a great pleasure it is, and I'm really happy that Uncle Nearest had put the trust in me to be a part of the Must See Whiskey TV family. So I appreciate that. Of course, Jay, my man from way back. We got to shout out the guy who hooked us up initially, DJ Tron, Urban Legend.
Tron.
DJ Salah, he's out there, another one of your alums. Sailor, amazing palate. It's always great to be on with you. I'm always learning something from you. Still got the cherries. Waiting for more bitters, stuff like that.
Did I not send you bitters?
Yeah, but I need the new bitters. You got new bitters.
Oh, okay, the new ones.
I want all the bitters.
I'll send you some as well, Sean. I make tobacco bitters that are delicious, so I'll send you those.
Yes,
delicious.
Yes.
And I hate for you to cut into my stash, Sean, but you're my boy. The cherries are amazing. She makes the cherries too. So you gotta send Sean some of the cherries. Sean Williams, big bro. Come on, man. I always appreciate you, man. Like I said, Sean has super supported me, and I mean, everywhere from in the streets to when I run into him at the trade shows and stuff like that. I always tell him he's my Facebook friend because as Sean's popularity grew, my popularity grew. Like the last place we would see each other is in Atlanta. We run into, hey, what you doing here, man? Hey, what you doing here?
You're right. I'm always surprised when we run into each other in Atlanta. I'm always surprised. You're right.
Right. We can be in outer Mongolia, like, oh man, you here? Cool. All right. That's cool. Atlanta, man, what you doing here?
Right.
This is crazy. You in Atlanta. You know,
Amazing.
it's so weird, but I mean, Sean is consummate. I mean, the brother has not changed one bit from the day I met him until now. So, and I always appreciate that about him. I always appreciate that if I pick up the phone, he will at least answer it. So that's a big thing. You know, people got to answer the phone. You can have all the numbers in the world. Do people answer the phone? You know what I'm saying? And one more time, we got to give a shout out to Sean Williams, good buddy, my buddy Jonathan Drew. Thank you for checking us out tonight. Yeah, JD, Drew Estate Cigars in the building. We appreciate it. Hey, Cohiba Royales, everybody. Cheers up.
Yes,
Cheers
thank
up.
you. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much.
Shout out to Haley. I see you, Haley. Love you, baby.
We'll see you next week right here. Same whiskey time, same whiskey place. Bye, everybody.
Take care, y'all. Stay safe. Hi, baby. Hi, Solana.